Hello, everybody. It's we're finally on episode 2. I want to make this disclaimer right off the bat that I did my post commentary out of order. I'm not going to get into it into this episode because I explained it more in episode 8 and 9 because I did my post commentary for episode 1. Then I went and did 8 and 9 for reasons that are explained in those videos. And then now I'm coming back to do episodes 2 through 7. So I went and did my post commentary, but out of order. So episode 9 and episodes 8 and 9 were finished before this episode was. So but without getting into mega details of the situation, I was having a problem exporting my video, episodes 8 and 9, and it was causing me tons of issues. I contacted customer support, and for some reason customer support is slow. Like, you only get one reply a day, which, I mean, considering editing is a big thing, like, obviously between YouTubers and everything, I guess that kind of makes sense. They probably have a ton of people, and it's just hard to go through it all, especially if they don't have a big customer service. But like, I don't know what the reason is, but all I know is that they were sending me like one reply early in the morning because of time zone differences, I guess. And ultimately, like, the reason I'm talking about this now, I'm not going to go into detail. All you really need to know about episodes 8 and 9 is that they're slightly pixelated, because even though the video would work fine in my editing software, once the export was activated, once it got close to being done, it would just have an error. So I basically just screen recorded the full screen preview, but if I did the high resolution preview, it would have been laggy and choppy, so I had to do low resolution. So it'll be a bit pixelated, like when you see stuff like the handgun ammo just now. It would be a bit, not like blurry, but slightly, like the quality is noticeably different compared to this, but it's not horrendously bad. So I just kind of gave up and just said screw it and released episode 8 and 9 in that state. And hopefully you guys don't mind. And, well, I haven't released it yet, but I will, is what I'm saying. But I just want you guys to keep in mind that, and I'll go into greater detail in episodes 8 and 9 because obviously I will be very frustrated about the situation. So I just want you guys to know that well ahead of time that that's going to be happening. So please don't be upset, and I'm sorry, and I apologize probably too much in the last 2 episodes. But the good thing that I will say is that this morning I got an email from Movavi, and I do use the business license, by the way, even though I've read their contracts and stuff, and you can use the personal license for YouTube as long as you put their software and stuff in the description of your videos. It's really the only condition they have. So if you want to go the cheaper route, licensing wise, then you can. But I just went for business just to be safe, right? So, but again, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Movavi really took care of me, because like I went because I was using Video Suite 2021, as it will be explained thoroughly in episodes 8 and 9. But I was using Video Suite 2021, and again, for reasons that will be explained, I don't want to go into it. But I contacted the customer support, and because of the issues I was having, they upgraded me to Video Suite 2022 for free. Keep in mind that, like, if you already have a previous version of their software, in my case 2021, you can upgrade for 30% off. But on Amazon, Video Suite 2022 full price is like $236 for the business license. What's 33% of that off? Probably, I don't know, $50 or something. I don't know. But the point is they gave me a $200 upgrade, and that's good customer service. Like I saw that. I saw the product key that they emailed me, and I was like, oh my god. So like, so I just wanted to give them a shout out in this video, that if anyone who works at Movavi sees this or whatever, or just whatever, I want to say thank you for taking care of me, and of course you'll and anyone at Movavi that happens to watch this series all the way to the end and you hear my issues, like, you know, like, yeah. But I just want to say thank you again, and I got the latest version of Video Suite 2022. Considering for reasons I explained in the other video at 8 and 9, I wasn't able to get the latest version 2021 because of their weird systems. So I'm quite happy. I really am happy. I'm fucking ecstatic. That was a great way to start my morning. I'm not gonna lie, because it's still morning for me. It's like 10 right now. So like I'm happy. Yeah. So, oh my god, I just realized I forgot to check my audio balancing. Oh no. Well, I'm in a good mood, so if I end up having to redo this video because my balancing was crap, oh well. I'm in a good mood for obvious reasons, so hell yeah. But seriously, like, to any, like, I will admit that it might have been a fluke. It might have just been a fluke that I just happened to get one of the good people at Movavi. Because you know how customer service are. Sometimes you get jerks that, you know, that might not necessarily be jerks, but they're just jerks because they have to deal with so many assholes. You know, because you know customer service. Like, I feel bad for those people. So maybe I ultimately got lucky with who my representative was, and they just gave me a free software. But and I hope they don't get in trouble for it because that sold me. Like, because, like, what company gives, you know, just because of an export error, gives your customer like a $200 worth of a free upgrade? I know technically the softwares are very similar, like 2021 and 2022 are very similar, just with like more improvements with exporting and bugs. It's basically just a glorified bug patch, I guess you could say. So depending on how you look at it, it's like, well, that's the least they could do. But from a business perspective, because they probably put a lot more effort into the newer versions, like before they release, and trying to make them better than the updated version of 2021 in this case. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. So, you know, but regardless, you know, because they obviously need to make their money, and like they took good care of me, and I am sold. I am like sold on Movavi. I am probably just gonna keep, obviously when I can afford it, I am probably gonna keep buying their upgraded software because that's amazing. I wish they would tell me. I don't know who it is. I might have to ask for that person's name, because that person who did this needs a goddamn raise, because like they know what they're doing. They really were like they really knew how to like reel me in, because I'm reeled in. I'm like, yep, Movavi all the way. So I'm sorry if I'm like talking way too much about it, like over obsessing or something. It's just I was stressing, as you'll see in the other videos, for days about this situation, and now that it's like resolved in a way that I wasn't even expecting, like, whoa, I'm just yes, you know. But yeah, very good mood. Very good mood. Yeah. I know. I hope that's not annoying. I do that in the Madhouse playthrough too, where I just spam A right there because I just want to get out as fast as possible. So yeah. But anyway, me being done with... Oh, I just hit my mic on accident slightly. Hope that wasn't too bad. But me, like, I'm done. I'm done rambling about Movavi. Just know that Oops, I hit my mic again. I'm moving around too much because I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm done. I hope I didn't annoy you guys too much. Just I hope you guys understand the predicament, especially when you eventually get to episodes 8 and 9. I hope you like really get it and understand why I'm like this in episode 2, because again I did the commentary out of order. This right here, which I probably could have cut out, my batteries died if my memory serves, because remember I did these videos like days, weeks ago, but again my editing software was just being, because I was trying to split the videos up first and then do my commentary, and then and then I think I went ahead and just did my commentary for episode 1 anyway, because I was just in the mood to do commentary that day. But for the most part I tried to do split my videos up first and then I'll do the post commentary. That didn't happen, obviously, because when I got to episode 8 and 9 trying to split them up, I had the issues that I just said I've been having. And I had to go, and I just went ahead and did post commentary for those two just to get them out of the way. So yeah. But yeah, we're now leaving the house, which is good. I just did that to clear my inventory. Yeah. I want everyone else to keep in mind that the Madhouse playthrough when we get there, which which I believe is in episode, was it episode 6 or episode 5? I think it's episode 6 is the start of the Madhouse playthrough. I think it's episode 6. I could be wrong though. It might be episode 5. I don't know. But anyway, the Madhouse playthrough, because aside from a few enemy location differences and the fact that obviously it's supposed to be more difficult, because obviously harder difficulty, and of course there's more bird cages, which you'll see. Aside for some minor differences, like, it's largely the same. It's just being more proficient at what you're doing and being more careful is really what it comes down to. And so, like, I have the entire gameplay of seriously, the entire gameplay of the Madhouse playthrough on double speed, because I wanted to get through the game quickly. I wanted people, because let's be honest, like, but by the time you finish this playthrough of the game and you get all of your unlocks which is the purpose of this, first playthrough, right? With the X-ray glasses and all that shit, right? Like, that's why I sped up the gameplay, is because most of the Madhouse, except for boss fights, is basically you just abusing the circular saw around corners, which is not hard to do. Yeah, you might take a little bit of damage, but that's fine, because they give you more than enough health as long as you're not overly crazy with your tactics and getting really ballsy. They give you more than enough health between all the chem fluids and the herbs you get, so as long as you're not overly over the top crazy with your tactics, you can take a little bit of damage and be fine. Just make sure you don't take more than 2 hits. Well, even then, depending on the enemy, don't take more than 1, really. So, and because, of course, the X-ray glasses, we're going to be going around and looting a lot, because we're going to have those symbols that'll tell us where the loot is, just like we would with psychostimulants, because that's all X-ray glasses are, is permanent psychostimulants, basically. Like, I figured it wasn't necessary to go a normal speed game when I'm largely looting for most of the gameplay. Like, literally, like, almost all the gameplay, aside from boss battles, is me looting, because I'm trying to get as much, loot as I can for the final sections, for the later parts of the game that are supposed to be more difficult, right? So, but the thing is because I decided to speed up the entire gameplay as opposed to like 1 or 2 sections like I did in this particular playthrough, like with the opening when Ethan's getting out of his car, I sped that up to 6 times the speed. Or later on the boat on this playthrough, when you wake up as Mia and you gotta go into the ship, like I sped that up 6 times. But yeah, you're gonna notice that I cut out a lot of the cutscenes on the Madhouse run. I cut out the phone calls. I cut out, you know, the opening section heading to the Mia fight, the boat section, like you'll see. I cut out a lot of stuff, and then the gameplay parts that I kept, aside from the item boxes for reasons that I'll explain later, I sped up a lot of the gameplay, but I only sped it up to ×2 to accommodate the fact that it's the entire gameplay versus just really, really specific sections. That way, if you wanted to slow down the video to half speed, you'd be able to see the gameplay at normal difficulty, even though my voice would be at half speed. So that way, for people that are like, well, this section's a little too fast, I want to see it normal speed, I gave you that option. But for people that don't need it, you can just keep playing the video at normal speed, which would be double speed for the gameplay, because, yeah, probably over-explaining it, but I just, again, heads up for people, because I don't know if there's going to be people that are going to be annoyed by that design choice, but I figured due to the nature of the utter abuse of the circular saw and and the looting, that was a good choice. At least that was my opinion. If you don't agree, I apologize. That's just something you're gonna have to deal with. I already did the editing. It's what's done is done. I just have to do post commentary. So you know. But yeah. It'll be fun though. It'll be fun. This place is a bit more annoying without the circular saw. Well, actually, most of the game's more annoying without the circular saw. To be quite honest. But yeah. I apologize for my chair. If at any point you hear it, I really hate this chair. Like, I mean, I love the chair, it's comfy, but, like, it's just, for some reason, it just squeaks profusely, man, and I fucking hate it. Good thing this is on easy difficulty, so, like, we don't really need to worry about conserving our resources, at least not too much, because all the enemies die relatively easily. Another thing to keep in mind, when we do the Madhouse run, is like, for the most part, aside from episode 8, for reasons that I will explain in that episode, because since I already did the post commentary, the boss battles and the item boxes are the only parts of the gameplay that I did not speed up. And because I feel like the item box is probably one of the, next to the boss fights, because obviously you need to see how those are done on Madhouse, right? If you yourself are not confident with the fight, and you want to see how I do it, you know. So, but like with the item boxes, like I feel it's important to see that, because it's important to see, like, because even though you can't really hear me talk in the moment and like talk out my thought process, right? Ooh, look at that, double kill. But yeah. I lost my train of thought there for a second because of that double kill comment. Some people are just not meant to do commentary, I swear, and I'm not meant to do commentary apparently. I don't know how that knife missed though. But anyway, but yeah, I explained, but the item box is pretty important, because even though I don't really remember exactly what my mindset was, you know, in the moment, because again, post commentary, it's not like I remember every little mindset thing, right? But it's important to see that, because that way you can see exactly what I brought into the fights, or brought into whatever section of the game, even if it's not a boss fight. So that way you know what I need, and again, as long as you follow the guide closely, you should be fine. I do some ballsy things that I probably shouldn't have done, but it worked out ultimately in my favor, so sometimes you just gotta go balls to the wall and see what happens. That's ultimately what it comes down to. But yeah, we're almost done with this episode. Assuming my audio balancing is good, since I neglected to check it before doing this, so I hope it's good. But assuming it's good, this video will be over in about 10 minutes. And then I will probably go on and just go straight and do my post-commentary for the next one, to be quite honest. Yeah, because once I finish this one, between episodes 1 and then 8 and 9 and this one, I'll have 4 out of the 9 episodes done, so I'll just need 5 more to go. So the sooner I get those done, the sooner I can upload. Because I want to be in a situation where, depending on how long it takes to upload, I can upload like one or two a day. It's really what I'm going for. It's on easy difficulty, so you don't really need to worry too much about taking damage from her. Not really. Yeah, for some reason I always get the angles mixed up on that. Yeah. It's amazing how, like, your gameplay changes from easy to Madhouse, because on Madhouse, like, you instantly, like, abuse, like, the circular, because, like, on easy difficulty, even if you don't have infinite ammo, like, it's easy difficulty. The bosses fights and stuff are way easy, so it's not really a massive big deal. You can kind of go AWOL with your ammo and be fine, you know? God, I hate this chair. Yeah, I honestly can't wait to finish up the post commentary for this series, because like then I can start doing my Breath of the Wild Master Mode series. It's gonna have a lot of cuts though, because let's be honest, Breath of the Wild, like like that game is so huge and it's so open, which is nice. It's beautiful to look at, but like I can see how that would be boring for audiences, especially audiences that have the game, where it's like, if I want to play the game and see all this stuff, I can just load up my Switch, right? You know, so like, you know, so it's like there's so much I have to cut out that I feel like that's just not fun to watch. Like me walking or running down a field, a Hyrule Castle, with nothing happening other than just the scenery looks nice, you know? It's like, you know, a lot, like for those of you that don't have Breath of the Wild, buy it. Like, because like, as someone who has played a couple of Zelda games in my life, because I grew up with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess, I love Zelda. Like, and then of course I've played, you know, Skyrim and stuff. Like Breath of the Wild is well and truly Nintendo's version of Skyrim with a hint of Dark Souls, except nowhere near as difficult as Dark Souls, but it is difficult, especially early game with only 3 hearts. Like, it is difficult, don't get me wrong. But, like, it's probably the most difficult out of all the Zeldas I've played. But that in of itself has its own level of charm, which is nice. So, but yeah, I highly suggest anyone to get Breath of the Wild, because it's after the plateau section, for the most part, the game just opens up and you can do the game in any way you want. If you want to go straight to the final boss, you can, although I don't recommend that. I have done it myself. I have done it with one of my best friends. Like, you know, we spent like a whole 6 hours trying that, just, you know, with 3 hearts, worst gear in the game, climbing that damn castle. You know, with like no stamina, you know, managing to get to Ganon, and then Ganon himself, like all those damn blights. Like, I mean, it was fun, and I managed to get all, like, I think my best attempt, I managed to get to Thunderblight, and I almost killed Thunderblight, and then because of his stupid fucking lightning quick bullshit, he killed me. Right, but like, and I could have made it to Ganon. I almost did. I almost won $100 out of my friend, because we kind of bet that, you know, that if I could actually make it to Ganon, not the Blights, but like to Ganon, he'd give me $100 because he was like, "There's no fucking way." And I came really close. I gave him a scare, but ultimately I gave up after like 6 hours or so. Or no, it was like an all-day thing, damn near. Actually, it was a long time. It was a fun experience, you know, and yeah, it was a very fun experience. Like Breath of the Wild is a game where you can where for the most part, you know, like I said, you can approach it any way you want. And to anybody who's into open world games, I would highly suggest Breath of the Wild. It can be a bit like, what the fuck am I supposed to do at first? But eventually you get it down. You know, you start learning about the shrines and how to find them, and worst case scenario, like if you start getting stuck on where the last few shrines are, like I did, you know what? There's no shame in it. No shame in my game. You know, just look up a map where the final shrines are, because once you get down to like the last like half of the shrines or so, last quarter especially, it's really hard to find them. So. Like a very fun game, but very hard, but still highly recommended. Highly recommended. I haven't played Master Mode in a hot minute. I need to go back and play it, but I will when I finish this post commentary. Like, I already have I think almost, what was it, like 12, 13, maybe 14 hours of gameplay already recorded, and I think I've edited a few hours of that already. Like I think I've edited like the first few hours of footage. I just need to edit the rest. Yeah, whatever, Marguerite. No one gives a shit. I shoot this bitch in the face. Yeah. Gotta love enhanced handgun ammo, I swear. Awesome. We got about 3 minutes left in the video, guys, for those of you that haven't been checking time.
I just got done dealing with your mom and her fucking bugs. Wish you could have warned me.
Sorry about that. What about the serum?
I haven't found any, but I did find out we need to make one. A D-series head and an arm. This can't be right.
A head? I think I have that around here somewhere.
You do?
I don't know about the arm, though. Have you searched the whole house?
No, not yet. I still need to check the second floor here.
All right. Check it out. Meet me at the trailer if you find it.
Yeah, I think after we do this little bit, we're gonna be heading straight to the trailer. I hope all you guys that have been following along this video have been getting the antique coin. Well, I guess the antique coins don't much matter. Once you get the mag, it's kind of... Mag is really the main thing. I mean, the other stuff help, but the mag's the main thing. But I hope you guys have been getting the bobbleheads. Again, you don't have to, especially because like when I did my Madhouse run, like I actually think I opted out of using the secrets and essence of defense for some of the key fights. So you actually probably don't need to, but I would do it anyway just so you can say you got everything. That's what I would do, because I'm a completionist in that sense. Like, I would like to know that I have all the, you know, stuff. But that's just me personally. But it probably would help, because if for whatever reason you're having difficulties following my way of doing it, like, you know, having those things to help you with your damage is obviously nice. Gotta love separating agents. Strong Kim, gotta love it. Yeah, that was me being a moron. Like, I still think that was funny, because I'm like, yeah, let's go run into the one with the pole. You know, like, I don't know. I think I just passed a Kim that was in that little box right by the trailer. I actually think I might have passed it. I'm pretty sure I saw something, but I could be wrong. Mag ammo, always a pleasure. Yep, I just cut it off mid, you know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I do apologize for me rambling about the Movavi thing, but I hope you guys can understand, especially when you get to episode 8 and 9, where I talk about it more thoroughly, since I did my commentary out of order, you know, since I already had all the other videos split up. Well, kind of. Again, weird thing. But again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on part 3. Assuming that my commentary didn't fuck up. If it did, if my audio balancing ultimately was crap, I'm gonna scrap this video and you'll never see it. But if you hear, but if it wasn't crap, then you get to listen to me say what I'm gonna do, even though I'm never gonna do it. Anyway, see you guys next time.